I just picked up a guy that was pretty nice guy. He likes to have barbecues, watch a good game, and he helps donation centers. Pretty nice guy. So I thought I'd park in this road where I was feeling something. And somebody from my house was like, I wonder if she's going to pick out our morals or what. So I thought, well, all right. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like you can't see too much on this side. But this is a decent side of the road. Looks like you can see. Okay, you can't see back here, but this is pretty decent area. Pretty decent. I mean, overall pretty decent. Overall pretty decent. This house, eh. This house, eh. This house, not bad. Let's see. This house. Well, not this house. Not bad at all. This house. Ouch. Oh, I think this is the house that's talking at me. I think this is the house that's talking at me. Now, that one's not bad at all either. This one's a pretty nice people right here. Pretty beautiful, spiritual, beautiful people. Looks like the street as a whole ain't too bad. But what I was picking up on is an emergency. So somebody is having an emergency right about back in here a little bit. So somebody is going through an emergency type, how much can you say? They're going through an emergency, gosh, where you have to make decisions. You know how your life gets all over the place? And you know you need to make pretty big, important decisions. And the rest is kind of personal, I wouldn't want to say. They're back in here on the left. On the left side, back where it's kind of hidden. Back in here. So I thought, well, I don't want to park right next to them. They're going through enough. So I'll park a little bit down, put my powers flood my powers like a nice little beautiful incense. And try to put my little incense powers over there. Because I thought, I don't know if they want to feel the power of God too much either when they're stressing out. But hopefully it'll help them a little bit. And I don't have to stay here very long for it. Oh, I'll just put my powers a little bit. Sit here and be kind of comfy, helpful to their issue. Could you imagine, like, those kind of issues are very massive. Like your grandma something, your uncle something, your sister something. And everything's pulling and a bunch of emotions about things. And you know you need to make really big, important decisions, but it's difficult. So I thought, well, I'm going to help out because I'm just right over here anyway. But pretty nice street. You can hear the birds. It's a nice morning feeling. You can hear the birds. Like, pretty nice little street. So I'll just sit here until the next lift ride. Oh, well, goodness. And you can nice beautifulness of a nice aircraft flying by. Looks like this is a company that ain't too bad of a company. So I didn't read which plane it was, but not too bad of a company. And that plane, not too bad of people. The people on that plane overall, not too bad. Did you see that one plane? There was this one plane recently. The plane had mostly 666. The plane had mostly 666 people in it. The car accident was unrealistically massive. The experts that went to see the car accident, The experts that went, it's making me think of something else. I'll tell you that next. The experts that went out to look at that plane accident thought my queen, my queen, my queen right away when they normally would never even consider it. As soon as I answered, they said, this is a bad thing because it's the end of the world and you're a god, isn't it? And I said, yeah. The accident was just such an unrealistic plane accident that the end of the world or some god, there was no other way to explain it. It was that bad. And it made me think of a car accident. There was a monumental car accident recently with about 5 people. So there was, well, not 5 people, 5 vehicles. So there was about 5 vehicles involved. And most of them were 666 individuals. And that also was so highly, sickeningly unrealistic that law enforcement thought or said, my queen, my queen, my queen, when all they normally do is laugh at my existence. So I told them, you normally laugh at my existence. You know, gods don't reward bad things. And they said, yeah, we're going to have to work on ourselves or figure that part out. We don't mean any disrespect, but I think it's the end of the world and you are a god, and this is real. These car accidents are not realistic. This is beyond anything I think that could possibly exist. And I said, yep. And you know what was a really bad, sad obviousness? In both accidents, the cars and the plane, none of them should have been alive, but they all were. And you could tell they were suffering more than all kind of death suffering you could possibly suffer. And these were experts that understood death suffering. And they were beyond the worst suffering of the worst people that normally die. And you could tell medicine wasn't helping them. IVs weren't helping them. And their suffering was really that bad. And it reminds me of back in the days of Kevorkian. You know, when Jesus was around, it was the leprosy were the ones that were getting punished for sickening things against Jesus and God in secret. And during my time when I was younger, it was AIDS. AIDS was a punishment. But people said, screw you, we'll just have sex with everybody and pass AIDS around. So then the gods made a cure for it. And then the gods made unthinkable, unlimited suffering. And their answer was, screw you. And they found Kevorkian to help them to die. Their suffering really was unrealistic, unbelievable suffering. This time, though, it's connected to 666 and the punishments are in their soul. They should not have said, screw you, we're just going to figure it out. They should have taken the punishments from gods the way the lepers did back in the days of Jesus and realized you don't be the enemy of God. You don't go against God because it will only get worse. And there's no way to say up yours to God. It will just get worse. But hey, you know, some people let it go. And some people try to get rid of the Pledge of Allegiance in the United States and then murder a god twice and more and are in really scary waters. Nothing you can do about it. But like I always say, stay close to my queen, my queen, my queen. Good boys and good girls, just stay away from bad things. Then it doesn't really matter. And you know, if you just think or say my queen, my queen, my queen, morning and night. So if you think or say my queen, my queen, my queen twice a day, then it doesn't matter what plane or train or it doesn't matter what you're on. If you can say your prayers and you're worthy, God will make sure nothing happens to you no matter what happens all the way around. Here we go till the next one.